You may call it in this evening, but you've only lost the night. Present all your pretty feelings, may they comfort you tonight. And I'm climbing over something, and I'm running through this wall.
Can he finish? Oh, magnificent football!
If I believe, I don't even know if I believe. I don't even
What a shot! Paul Pogba, class!
Everything you're trying to say to me.
If I'm the person who employs the guy underneath me and he fails, eventually I've got to take the responsibility for it.
I had the
It's Rashford! And Manchester United have produced the impossible! Young Manchester United side have done something quite extraordinary in Paris.
What else this could have been? I don't even know if I believe. I don't even know if I believe. I don't even know if I believe everything you're trying to say to me. So open up my eyes, tell me I'm alive. This is never gonna go our way if I'm gonna have to guess what's on your mind.
There was one thing that always mattered, and that was that one group of people could remove the clouds, separate them and make the sun shine, and that was the players who wear these Manchester United shirts.
Manchester United stand at the dawn of yet another Premier League campaign. The overwhelming question, of course, how ready are they? It's a great time to be a fan. The gates are soon to be open, the lines drawn, the pitch is primed. Smiles are beaming, expectations are up. We've been deprived of the game in the off-season. It's felt like an eternity. New hopes, new faces, same old game. That matchday feeling is well and truly back. One glance and you know where we are. Welcome everyone and thanks for joining me for my FIFA 20 Manchester United career, and how I've been looking forward to this one. We have unfinished business with Manchester United. FIFA 19 wasn't the best when it came to silverware. We did win the Premier League a couple of times, win the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, but the one trophy that eluded us was the Champions League. We made the Champions League final in my first season on FIFA 19, but we lost to Real Madrid, unfortunately, and then we never made it again. This time, we're going all out. We need to make that final. We need to win that trophy. And this season, this first season with United on FIFA 20, it is going to be a rebuild. We need to start from the ground up, work from a solid foundation, and hopefully at some point in this career mode series we'll make the Champions League final and be lifting that trophy. What do you say we get started then? So here is the new manager system. We get to create our manager this time. So no longer do we have preset managers. We get to finally customize a manager. A feature that really should have been in earlier FIFAs, not FIFA 20. It's took way too long to include this. Obviously, with the inclusion of it this year, you can just tell that EA, they're getting ready for next gen already. So I think we're pretty much done here with how I'm going to look on FIFA 20 this year. And my manager is going to look with the longish hair. Not too fussed about how my hair looks. It's good to have all these options though, if you actually want to sit and try and create yourself as realistic as possible on the game. But I think that's going to be it for now. So here we go. Our first interview as the new Manchester United manager. We are back at the helm, back in the hot seat at Old Trafford. Really looking forward to this one and the series ahead. So this is our new inbox. It's all pretty much the same as it has been in previous FIFAs. When you start up a new career, you got the board saying their objectives for the season ahead, the transfer market being open, our introduction to the scout, shirt sales through pre-season. Player chat, this is another new feature to FIFA 20 this year, something I'm looking forward to. Again, another feature that really should have been in earlier FIFAs. So then let's take a look at the team. We're all familiar with the Manchester United team in the summer. We saw Lukaku, Sanchez, Smalling and so on leave the club. Bit of a mass exodus, a bit of a clear out of the deadwoods, and there's still more to go for Manchester United. But incoming we had Harry Maguire on signing I've been really wanting to happen. It is the one that I've been waiting for, and he is now a Manchester United player. Aaron Wan-Bissaka signed from Crystal Palace, and Daniel James, who's had such a fantastic start to life at Old Trafford over the last few games in real life. Now, looking at this team, it's abundantly clear that it needs a rebuild. We need to bring in some fresh faces. 3 signings in the summer, it wasn't enough for United. So what I'm going to try and do is add on to those 3 signings in this transfer window at the start of this career mode. I'm not sure who I want to bring in, so suggestions are always welcome in the comments below. And you can see Harry Maguire. I did sign him in my United career last year on FIFA 19. And he was brilliant, of course. Can't wait to get that partnership going with him and Lindelof as our 2 main centre-halves. But we do have Marcus Rojo. Rojo's normally a player that I normally sell on in career mode, but I want to keep hold of him for FIFA 20. And let's see what we can come up with, what we can produce with him. Tuanzebe, back from his loan at Aston Villa. He's going to be in the first team. If we cast our minds back to that FIFA 18 career mode that I did, we had that partnership between Tuanzebe and Fosu Mensah at centre-half and right-back. They were both superb. Let's see if we can recreate that, if you will, once again for FIFA 20. Looking at midfields, we got James Garner, we got George Tanner. Garner, I really want to get him into the first team, and with that dynamic potential now, it's going to make things really interesting, and we can apply that as well to other players like Chong, Angel Gomez, and of course the up-and-coming Mason Greenwood. There's Daniel James, one of our summer signings, as we know. Explosive, exciting, flamboyant. Can't wait to get the season started, really. Fred, he was a bit of an outcast for me on FIFA 19, but you can expect to see him in the starting lineup from time to time. I'm going to be probably putting him on a rotational sort of basis as expected, but let's see how well he does. If he performs well, he might be starting alongside Pogba in central midfield, but he's got some stiff competition in the likes of Scott McTominay. Now, for some reason, Sanchez is still in the team, so what we're going to do, we're going to add him to the transfer list, because he's got no future ahead of him here at United anymore. It's not happening. Didn't happen in real life. There is Mason Greenwood. His overall at the moment, 67. I wonder, when we finish this series, what his overall will be. You can expect to see a lot of him. There's Marcus Rashford, one of our top goal scorers from FIFA 19. I expect more of the same here on FIFA 20. So we take a look at our formation then. I'm not too sure what we're going to go with. Do we stick with the 4-2-3-1 with that number 10 role? Or do we switch back to the 4-3-3 which I used throughout FIFA 19, or shall we go with something new, maybe the 4-3-1-2 or maybe the 4-4-2 diamond? That was the formation from last year where we had either Matic, Fred, or we could have James Garner in that defensive mid role, have Pogba out on the left in central midfield, maybe Pereira or McTominay. And of course it allows us to have wing players as well. Daniel James being a new signing, we need to get him in that first team, so we could put him out on the left. Can play on the right as well. But Martial, we want Martial as our number 9 going forwards, and Rashford out wide. I think that's probably the best roles for those two. But looking elsewhere, I think the team is ready. I just can't wait to delve into the transfer market, something that we really should have done in the summer, which Woodward failed to do. And we do have a bit of money to spend in the window. 167 mil. Really happy with that. Can get a lot of deals across the line with that amount of money. We can even bump it up to 173. I've got a few targets in mind. We're not going to pull the trigger on them just yet. Not in this first episode. We're just starting things up. I would love to bring in the same players that I had towards the end of FIFA 19, just to have that continuity. Because I did feel towards the end of FIFA 19, if we had a few more seasons, I reckon they could have gone on to win the Champions League. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We do have pre-season to go through. We start against Bayer Leverkusen. All this is going to be taking place in Italy, so you can expect a trip to the San Siro. We will be taking on Olympic Lyon and Monaco as well. And that's the start of our season at home to Chelsea. Can't wait for that. But that's going to be it for this first episode. Do hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.